Hello, I'm Antonio Mora. This is the newsandnews.com Day in Brief. Today's top stories in 4 minutes. It's Thursday, August 16th at about 6:30 p.m. You have to really wonder how decisions are made at the White House. On Wednesday, Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced President Trump was revoking former CIA Chief John Brennan's security clearance and threatened to revoke that of several other Obama intelligence officials. She insisted the action was taken to protect national security, not to settle political scores. So, what does her boss do? He gives an interview to the Wall Street Journal and effectively says, nope, I'm punishing these folks because they started the Russia collusion investigation. Shades of when he told Lester Holt he was thinking of the Russia thing when he decided to fire former FBI Director James Comey, despite the fact that White House officials, including the Vice President, had spent days saying that wasn't the case. While some on the right are supportive of Trump's move, many are not. Retired Admiral William McRaven, the former commander of U.S. Special Operations, slammed the decision, writing that he, quote, would consider it an honor if you would revoke my security clearance as well, so I can add my name to the list of men and women who have spoken up against your presidency. Brennan lashed out himself, writing an op-ed piece where he argued Trump's claims of no collusion with Russia are hogwash. In other news, the Vatican finally expressed shame and sorrow for the horrific behavior of Catholic priests in Pennsylvania. 3 people have been arrested after almost 80 overdosed on synthetic marijuana at a large park near Yale University. Al-Qaeda's master bomb maker may be dead, that's according to the UN, but the Pentagon said ISIS remains a regional and global threat, and that despite its battlefield losses, it is still more powerful than its predecessor organization, Al-Qaeda in Iraq. And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo had a serious case of foot-in-the-mouth disease, managing the rare feat of uniting the far right and the far left, when he told the crowd America was never that great. Trump scoffed at the governor, saying Cuomo was having a total meltdown, and Cuomo's opponent in the Democratic primary, actress Cynthia Nixon, mocked him as well, calling his comments a ham-fisted attempt to sound like a progressive. In our daily alternate universes segment, The Great Divide Between Conservative and Liberal Media, hundreds of newspapers across the country got together and defended press freedom in a coordinated rebuke of President Trump. The New York Times editorial is right to say that, quote, insisting that truths you don't like are fake news is dangerous to the lifeblood of democracy, and calling journalists the enemy of the people is dangerous, period. On the other hand, Politico, which is generally not conservative, ran a column that argued this was an exercise in redundancy that would backfire, providing, quote, Trump with circumstantial evidence of the existence of a national press cabal that has been convened solely to oppose him. Many conservative papers criticized the effort and didn't join in. The Washington Examiner made some strong points, though, saying, quote, although we find the groupthink here a bit unseemly for opinion pages, which are supposed to be independent voices, we agree with these editorials that Trump's rhetoric is dumb and harmful. It went on to argue that today's solidarity should be followed by some introspection, saying, quote, specifically, we journalists should all ask, what are we doing that allows Trump to convince so many of the people that we are their enemy? Finally, tributes are pouring in for the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. We have a series of articles honoring her, but I especially suggest you read the one about how, at the last minute, she stepped in to substitute for an ailing Luciano Pavarotti at the 1998 Grammys and sang opera. Then go listen to her performance, called by many the greatest of all time at the Grammys. You'll see why they call her the Queen. You can find all those stories and much more updated around the clock 7 days a week on newsandnews.com, where you will find all you need to know in one place. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the right of your screen just below this video. Please follow us on Facebook at Real News and News, and follow me on Twitter at AMoraTV.